So now see Mendel's periodic law. So Mendel's periodic law is based on atomic mass, and why Mendel was successful. Mendel was successful by going through the details of the earlier two attempts, that is the Newland's law of octaves and Doberanner's law of threads. So as you know, both of them were not based on any scientific work, and just they were based on some physical resemblances. So neither Doberanner nor Newland was able to gain any importance, and just they are now part of history. So actual, it was the Mendeleev. You know Mendeleev? Dmitry Ivanovich Mendeleev. He was a Russian chemist, and he prepared the compounds like oxides, hydrides, sulfates of the elements available at that time. You know how many elements were known at that time? 63 elements. 63 elements were known at that time. 63 elements were known at that time. Only 63. So he prepared what? He prepared oxides, hydrides, sulfates, etc. of all the elements, and he prepared the summary. So he had taken 63 cardboard pieces. 63 cardboard pieces. So 63 cardboard pieces were taken and noted down their properties. So it means one card was fixed or definite for one element. So he got 63 cards. He got 63 cards with details of the properties. So details of the properties, all the findings of Mendeleev about the character, properties of oxides, hydrides, etc. of all the elements. No, he had elements with similar character. Elements with similar character were placed. Elements with similar character were placed together in a group. Is that clear? So elements having similar properties, elements having similar character were placed together, and it was group. So progressively we are moving towards some more points. So as a result of arrangement of the elements in order of increasing atomic masses, he obtained groups. Groups means grouping of elements. So now groups. These are the vertical columns. What are they? They are vertical columns of the elements. So what is group? Vertical columns of elements. Automatically, elements with similar properties were placed vertically. This is one point. Other point, periods These are horizontal. These are horizontal rows. These are horizontal rows. What are they? They are horizontal rows. Horizontal rows in the periodic table. You know, this is period, and in this manner, this is group, and this is the period. Just I am going to explain. So this is about the basic introduction about the main list periodic.
Yes, sir.
So there were 8 vertical columns. 8 vertical columns in the periodic table. 8 vertical columns in the periodic table. Vertical arrangement of the elements. Now, next point, all the elements of a particular group were having similar properties. This is very important part. बच्चों बात समझ आ रही है? इनकी properties क्या थी? Similar थी. All the properties were similar. Because the reactivity of an element depends on the number of electrons it has. Reactivity of an element depends on number of electrons it has. Now next, there were horizontal 8 vertical columns in the periodic table, and there were horizontal rows called as groups. They were called as they were called as periods, and they were called as groups. So they were horizontal rows were called as periods. The periods were 6 in number. How much? Periods were 6 in number. बच्चों बात समझ आ रही सबको?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So 8. Is that clear? Now coming to so these are the basic introduction about the main list periodic table. In a group, all the elements having similar chemical properties, because you have read electronic configuration in your previous class. Electronic configuration is what? The number of electrons which are distributed around the nucleus of an atom in different orbits. It's called electronic configuration. You know this thing. And what is valency? Valency, the outermost electrons. Outermost electrons is called as valency. Number of electrons in outermost cell is called as valency. And the valency remains constant. Valency remains constant for a particular element, right? So as a result of this, there were similarity in the chemical properties. Now other point, right on moving down the group, the atomic size increases. This is very important part. When we move from top to bottom, atomic size increases because there is addition of orbits or cells are added from top to bottom, and atomic size increases. Now next, on moving from left to right, on moving from left to right, the atomic size decreases. What is there? Atomic size decreases because as it has been arranged in order of reducing atomic masses, so number of protons are being added progressively. So nucleus becomes stronger and stronger, and so when the nucleus will become stronger, it will attract the electrons towards itself, and so atomic size will be decreased. So this is about the this outline of Mendel's periodic table. Now, next very important part is achievements. Achievements or benefits. What are the, or you can say merits of Mendel's periodic table? What was the merit? So first point was, it was based on a fundamental property. It was based on a fundamental property of elements, that is atomic mass. Also say atomic mass was taken as a fundamental property to classify or group the different elements. Now second point is, it was based on chemical study. No, so he prepared compounds like oxides, hydrides, sulfates. So chemical study was involved. So chemical study, and not on any arbitrary point. So it was able to gain the momentum. It was scientific. It was able to gain the momentum. Now as a result of this, very much problem was solved. Now third is, all the elements of a particular group were placed together. So as they were placed together, because they were having the same properties, and was easy to search for the properties. From periodic table, what is the benefit? So benefit is, we can go. Periodic table is nothing but it is a dictionary. It is dictionary of characters. So these were some of the merits of Mendel's periodic table. Now we'll see now the demerits. Demerits of the, or shortcomings. So demerits. What are the demerits or shortcomings of the periodic table? So there are different demerits, but we have to go through those demerits which are real. In different books they are different, but actually it was not the fault of Mendel. So just very few demerits are there. Like in group 8, elements have been placed in a set of three that is triads, and in rest of group it was single. So this is the real demerit, that there are no 8 vertical columns which are called a group. So in group 8, large group, they were placed in a set of 3, they were triad, but in rest of the group they were placed single. This is one. Now second is, in some cases elements having higher atomic mass were placed left to element having lower atomic mass. So in some cases, as the different elements have been arranged in order of increasing atomic masses, so there is ascending order. But in some cases, elements having high atomic masses were placed, left. This side, actually, it was not the fault of Mendeleev, because at that time, the science was, in the developing stage, and so he was not with the proper data. So it is not the fault of basically Mendeleev, but we count like this. Now the third is, he was unable to explain about isotopes and their positions in periodic table. Isotopes and their position in the periodic table. So these are the 3 real demerits. So this is all about the Mendeleev's periodic table.